and welcome to How They Could Do It. This is a series where I talk about my theories, thoughts and methods of how companies could create our favourite video games, films and TV. I am your host Shikaro Ferrari and I hope you enjoy. And in this video I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Doom game, which is probably my second most anticipated game for this year. The gameplay you're seeing is the Brutal Doom mod, which I highly recommend. I'll leave a link in the description for you guys if you want to check it out. And that's why I'm excited for the new Doom. They look like they have taken influence from this mod with the ultra hyper violence and come back to the old style of Doom 1 and 2 of constantly being on the move, as if you stand still in those games you're pretty much dead. And unfortunately after playing this mod and trying to go back to playing the originals, they just felt so slow and clunky, so top props to the guy who made this. He's really put some effort into it, so yeah, I'd go check it out right now. So the new game is definitely going back to the old style, but just making the game look next gen, and for all Doom fans, including myself, I'm a huge Doom fan. This is the game I've been waiting for a very, very long time, and yeah, I just can't wait. So here's my ideas of what I think could possibly be in the game. On to the first section. So to start us off, the enemies, I'll list what we've seen so far. Zombie Marines, typical to be in a Doom game, although their design in this one is very different to ones we've seen before. In Doom 3 they were very much possessed or basic zombie looking, but in this one they seem more, they've definitely gone back to the metal and flesh kind of thing of Doom 1 and 2, so they look pretty cool. They're very different design, which I don't mind. The Imp's design has changed. I'm not too fussed about it really. I mean, they could have thrown some spikes on its back to show it's an Imp from a visual standpoint, and especially if they're going classic looking characters, but hey, it's nice to see them in the game anyway. The Pinkies are back and they have a classic look from Doom 1 and 2, which is awesome. I was very happy to see that in the trailer, so that'd be really fun to see. And it also seems that they got the invisible ones as well, so whether their design is different, but yeah, it's nice to see them in the game, because the thing that was in Doom 3 wasn't really pinky at all. But yeah, I'm really happy about this. Speaking of Doom 3, the Hell Knights are back and their design has been kept the same, which I don't really mind. I thought they looked really cool in Doom 3. Whether you think that's lazy or not, I'm not too sure, but I personally really like the design, so I think that's really good. And it seems they have a new leap ability also. The Barons of Hell are looking like they're taking the top spot for one of the most powerful demons in the game, a meaner version of the Hell Knights. I wonder if the Hell Knights and the Barons of Hell are both going to have their projectile attacks from Doom 1 and 2. And of course, this is the first time we've ever seen a Baron of Hell, and it looks brilliant. I mean, it's a really good revamped version of the original design. The Remnants design I'm not too keen on. I prefer the Doom 3 Remnant design, where it was more skeletal. But that's the only gripe I have with the design decision. It's nice to see them in the game also. I'll quickly run through the remainder of what we've seen. The Caco Demon looks awesome. I'm loving the colour back in that design. The Mancubus looks pretty cool also. And the Lost Soul, the one image we see here, they look really cool. I'm liking the horns. And of course, I can't forget about the Cyber Demon. He looks as awesome as ever. But here's my ideas quickly for enemies that I would love to see in the game. The first one being one we haven't seen since Doom 2. And that's the smaller versions of the Spider Demon. I forget their name, I'll pop their name up on screen. I don't know how to pronounce it, unfortunately. But yeah, that'd be really good to see, especially if they're going back to the kind of flesh and metal, cyborg, that kind of thing. So they'd be really fun to see in this new game. Another enemy, funny enough, that we haven't seen since Doom 2 either, and that's the Pain Elemental, especially shooting out those awesome looking Lost Souls. That'd be really cool to see. And actually looking through the list for Doom while recording this, there's actually quite a lot of enemies that are actually in the game, so I'm really impressed by that. But one last enemy which I think should be the final boss of the game, and that's the Icon of the Sin, that massive goat head thing of the final boss of Doom 2. I love to see that as the final boss, because it looked humongous, and I want it to be like bigger than the Cyber Demon. Something that's bigger than the Cyber Demon has got to be scary. And yeah, that was only fixed against the wall. I want to see a full body version of the Icon of Sin. That'd be really cool. So levels, the idea I have for some of the missions in Hell is that it's actually an idea I got from Doom 3. Is when you first enter Hell, you got no weapons, you got no nothing. So it brings back some of the horror atmosphere of Doom 3, until you stumble across the Berserker perk and you literally just kill everything in the room, and then you start to find weapons from unfortunate Marines. My second idea for a Hell level, I love to see how these demons are made or spawned, and I love to see how they would roam around in Hell normally. And this massive demon statue, I want to see the demons that built this, or at least you see some building another statue of some sort in the background of a level somewhere, like made out of the bones of these massive extinct demons. Yeah, so the hell levels I'm really looking forward to. I want to see what kind of designs these guys have come up with. Moving on from my hell level ideas, the Mars facility locations I think would probably be, being a Doom game, I think you'll be going through the once shiny science lab, now probably with a paint job of body parts and a lot of blood. Most likely going through the experimental department, security, maintenance. There's kind of a running theme with Doom where you explore every aspect of the facility. So I like to kind of see them maybe living quarters, seeing where the people slept and ate and stuff like that on the facility, and then having some survivors and seeing some kill animations of the different demons, kind of tearing them apart, stuff like that. I'd love to see a level on the planet itself, kind of getting from point A to point B and encountering stuff along the way. I know Doom 3 had little sections of it, but I mean like a full length level. I mean, you're in basically a whole suit, so it's got to have some breathing appliances in there, so you'll be able to survive a full mission without having to get oxygen every 10 seconds like it was in Doom 3. So yeah, something like that. That'd be cool to be in the new game. So starting off with the weapons, obviously you got the pistol in there, the combat shotgun, the super shotgun, chainsaw, plasma rifle, chain gun, rocket launcher, BFG 9000, can't be doing without it. And there's one new weapon, which is the heavy assault rifle. The gun does appear to have customizable options, like a mini missile launcher can be attached to it, and a scope, so that's a nice addition to the game. I wonder if there's going to be any more weapons, but from this image it seems that all the slots are full, but hey, you never know. Moving on from the weapons, from the newest article I read on the Bethesda website, which I'll link in the description, there seems to be a player progression system of some sort. Quoting the article, players can customise their abilities to fit their playstyle. One of the devs, for example, in the article puts points into speed, allowing him to switch weapons faster, mods faster, movement speed is increased, and his marine gets a temporary speed boost anytime he does a glory kill, which is one of those kill animations you see in the gameplay trailers. It can be chained together, so the more you do it, the faster you become. And saying that you can change up your abilities whenever you want, so you're not permanently stuck with the choices you've made. I think this is a great addition to the game. It brings something new to an old franchise, and I think it'll be great replay value for the game, making you go back and play it a different way. And just quickly on the snap map, it looks absolutely amazing already. I have a feeling we're going to see full-on Doom 1 and 2 levels like a few weeks after launch, and yeah, just the ability to be able to create your own levels and game modes and multiplayer maps. It just seems like I'm going to spend hours just literally just creating levels and just having fun with the game mode. It looks really fun, and I love multiplayer making a return. It reminded me a lot of playing Quake Arena back in the day also. That was really fun to play. Just the ridiculously fast-paced big gun drops on the maps. Yeah, I can see it being mayhem basically. So and especially with snap map, be able to make your own maps, that would be really good as well. Multiplayer also has various pickup items that you can pick up in match, but there's one which is just, I think, so awesome, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, and that is you play as a demon by getting this demon rune. I think the only one you've seen so far is you play as the Revenant, and I hope they get to include all the big awesome demons from the game, so the Baron of Hell, I think that may be one as well. But yeah, just the ability to play one of these demons and kill all the people online, that just sounds like so much fun. And it opens up for a game mode I thought of, basically having Marines versus demons, maybe like a capture the flag, or just a death match, one team of demons versus one team of Marines, fighting over objective, or just literally carnage. And maybe even like a horror mode, like having 4v1 Marine who's got all the weapons in the game, and like he has to get from one location to another and not die basically, when like all the other players are like various demons like imps and like other small kind of lesser demons, and then one person can maybe be the big awesome like Hell Knight or something like that. Yeah, just a game mode idea like that. That'd be I think that'd be a good fun addition to multiplayer. And one final thought before I go, the only thing that's kind of let me down a little bit with the game is the cover art. I mean, come on guys, this does not look good. The rest of your game looks awesome, and the one thing that doesn't look awesome is this cover art. Here's Doom 1's cover art, and here's your cover art. Do you think you could sort that out before you release the game? If you do, that'd be awesome. Then I have no problems with it. Alright, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. I'd love to know your thoughts. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks very much.